Okay, so here we are, and again back to the session of clinical research trials. And a very good morning to all of you. I hope you had a very nice first lecture, and you guys were all attentive. So I would expect same kind of attention to my lecture as well. So we were talking about roles and responsibility of the sponsorer. Okay, so there are many things that we saw yesterday, like how does he have to go through the QC assistance, and then CRO, who he can recruit the medical expertise. Then he has to also take care of the trial design. Then he also has to take care of the trial management, data handling, record keeping, etc. And then investigator selection is his main criteria, and then allocation of the responsibility and compensation to the subjects and investigator. So what I want you guys to do right now is uh, you would be letting me know who all can be the sponsorer, and you have to type that in the chat box. You don't have to unmute yourself, just write who all can be the sponsor. That is the main concept of sponsor, like who all can be the sponsor, who is the sponsor basically. So please go ahead and type in the chat box. How come I'm not able to see the chat box? Sandhya, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the chat box, you guys are writing in the chat box. Somehow I'm not able to open it. Okay. Okay, I got it. So people have written a pharma company, a big pharma industry, pharmaceutical company. Yes, very correct. An individual and company or an government agency, right? A pharma company, non-government agencies, yes. Then FDA, FDA can be the sponsor if they're willing. So it's a government agency basically. So you will be writing government agency, yes. So it could be an individual also who can fund the particular trial. So moving on further to the allocation of the responsibility of the various people who are going to work in that particular trial. That is what we had seen yesterday. And also we saw the major important point, because he is the financer for the study. The sponsor is a financer for the study. So he has to give the compensation to subjects and investigator. That is also we have seen that, like what kind of compensation will be given will completely depend on how much of money he wants to spend for that particular clinical trial, or how much of the money that particular clinical trial is going to need. Okay. Then financing, the financial aspect, this is also one of the area the sponsor plays a major role in. Okay, so the financial aspect of the trial should be documented in an agreement between the sponsor, and the investigator and the institution. Okay, so all this has to be like a proper agreement, because wherever money is involved, obviously everything has to be documented appropriately and should be kept and track of. Okay. Then notification submission to regulatory authorities. So before initiating the clinical trial or trials, the sponsor or the sponsorer and the investigator, if required by the applicable requirement, should submit any required application to the appropriate authority or authorities for review, acceptance, and oblique or permission as required by the applicable regulatory requirements to begin the trial. So in this case, it will be, who will be this regulatory authority? The regulatory authority will be either IRB or IEC. Okay? Any notification submission should be dated and contain sufficient information to identify the protocol. So all this submission part and taking the permission part and making sure that what all clinical trials protocol submissions we have done and how many of them have got approved, whether it is only one trial or there are many trials the sponsor is sponsoring. But then all this regulatory authorities notification and submission role and responsibility में भी sponsor का बहुत बड़ा हाथ रहता है, ठीक है? He has to keep a track of that as well. Then confirmation of review by IRC and IEC. So the sponsor should obtain the PI or institution regarding the name and address of the PI or institutions IRB and IEC. So PI means principal investigator. PI is nothing but principal investigator and institution. So sponsor should obtain following things from PI or institution. Okay? So the name and address of the PI or institutions IRB or IEC. So as I have told you, every institution has their own institutional ethics committee या फिर institutional review board, ठीक है? So the sponsor should get that information either from the principal investigator or from the institute where he is sponsoring the trial, ठीक है? A statement obtained from the IRB and IEC that is organized and operates according to GCP and the applicable laws and regulations. So they have to give this particular statement also to the sponsorer, the PI and institution. Then documented IRB and IEC approval and favorable opinion. So that page of information also has to be there with the sponsorer. So if the IRB and IEC conditions is approval is favorable, approval or favorable opinion upon changes in any aspect of the trial. What does it mean exactly? If the IRB or IEC conditions is approval or favorable opinion upon changes in any aspects. Oh yes. So this basically, this point is telling you about that after, see, it's not always that IRB and IEC give you the approval in very first protocol that you have submitted. They can ask you to make some changes or some amendments and then go ahead and submit the protocol again, and then they will rethink about it and give you the permission. So in that case, if there are any changes that IRB and IEC has told you to do, you have made that changes, you have again submitted, and then you have got the approval. So that kind of documentation also has to be there with the sponsorer. So sponsorer will have the documentation, PI or institution will also have the documentation that we are talking about right now. The sponsorer should obtain from the PI or institution documentation and dates of any IRB and IEC's reapproval, re-evaluation with favorable opinion, and of any withdrawals or suspension of approval or favorable opinion. So basically रीअप्रूव हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ है, फिर उसके बाद फेवरेबल ओपिनियन है कि नहीं है, आर देयर एनी सस्पेंशंस इन द प्रोटोकॉल, दैट आल्सो हैज टू बी taken care by the sponsor. So all this very important documentation has to be with the sponsorer. Okay, so very important because these documents hold lots of ethical information, right? So it has to be there with the sponsorer as well as the principal investigator. Then another thing that he should possess is information on investigational product or products. So when planning the trial, the sponsorer should ensure that sufficient safety and efficacy data from non-clinical studies and or clinical trials are available to support human exposure by the route at the dosages for the duration and in trial population to be studied. So the sponsor should update the investigator's brochure as significant new information becomes available. So investigator's brochure में, it's not only the investigator who is playing the major role. So it becomes the duty of the sponsorer also to make some changes as you have some new information available for any kind of an investigational drug that you are working on. ठीक है? So basically investigator brochure में जो कुछ भी रहता है, so investigator's brochure is mainly about the investigational product. So all that information is been included properly or not in the investigator, that is also has to be checked by the sponsor. That is also the part of this duty. Then manufacturing, packaging, labeling and coding investigational products. तो ये मैंने कल भी तुम लोगों को उस दिन भी बोला था कि लाइक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग होता है, पैकेजिंग होता है, लेबलिंग होता है. सी व्हेन आई एम सेइंग मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, व्हाट इज इट? That when we are manufacturing the drug after the approval of phase 3 or phase 4, phase 3 trial, that time you are manufacturing in a very higher scale. Okay, that time you are making sure that I'm going to produce billions and billions of tablets and everywhere they will be marketed, right? So that is your ideal goal. But when you are going to manufacture the tablets only for clinical trials, then your batch size is going to be very less. Okay, it's like a pilot run. Okay, but even if the batch size is less, or very few tablets you have to make, maybe thousands or something, you have to make sure that you are following proper good manufacturing practices. That is very essential. Same is applicable for packaging, labeling and coding, because these all part comes under the good manufacturing practices. Okay, so the sponsor should ensure that the investigational product or products is characterized as appropriate to the stage of development of the product and is manufactured in accordance with the applicable GMP, and it's coded and labeled in manner that protects the blinding if applicable. Very important, because blinding को protect करना सबसे बड़ा aim रहेगा अगर blinded study है तो. ठीक है, and blinded study means investigator sponsor. double blind है तो investigator and sponsor को पता नहीं रहता है. single blind है तो investigator या फिर subject को पता नहीं रहता है. So it could be any combination that they are willing to do. The sponsor should determine for the investigational products acceptable storage temperatures, storage conditions, storage times, reconstitution of the fluids, and procedures and devices for product infusion, if any. So let me tell you this thing that I have been telling you about the tablet example only, that we administer the tablet. But many a times the clinical trials या फिर BA trials are not only restricted to the solid dosage form, right? It could be a liquid dosage form, it could be a aerosol, it could be a injection, it could be a vaccine. Now we are doing it. It could be a nasal spray, it could be anything, any medical device. For example, the patch, okay? The patch you apply on the body, transdermal patches. It could be any device that you want to insert in the body. So there are many things that that you people work on and they do conduct the clinical trials for. So the investigational product should be packaged to prevent contamination and unacceptable deterioration during transport and storage. So this has to be taken care of. And in blinded trials, the coding system for investigational product or products should include a mechanism that permits rapid identification of products in case of a medical emergency. So ऐसा नहीं है कि blinding कर दिया तो under any situation it will not be. If there is any medical emergency, then you will have to unblind it. But that also has to follow a protocol with permissions of IEC, IRB या फिर some bigger authority in the institution or in the company itself. ठीक है? So this was about manufacturing, packaging, and labeling. So sponsor has to keep an eye on this as well. Okay. Then moving on, supplying and handling of investigational product. So the sponsor is responsible for supplying the investigators or institutions with investigational product. And then sponsor should ensure timely delivery of investigational product to the investigator, take steps to ensure that the investigational products are stable over the period of use, and maintain a system for disposition of unused investigational products or products for the documentation of this disposition. So you see the drugs are still in trial. Okay, they cannot be just handled like that कि इतने इतने drugs, अगर 10 में से 8 drugs are used for the clinical trials, वो बाकी के 2 drugs का क्या हुआ, वो भी तुम्हें document करना पड़ता है. And you have to keep a track of that as well. So that proper disposition, see, many have companies, they follow very stringent rule when they come into this disposition criteria, because when the audits happen, the pharma is very well known for the audits, right? uh, and when there is an audit in your company, it's a horrible situation. I should not say that, but then all this all these things, this minute things matter a lot. Okay, an auditor can ask you for any kind of information and any kind of a documentation. He can inspect retrospectively also, क्या चल रहा है क्या नहीं चल रहा है, ये क्या है. Then you have to have the answer with you, that what is this product, why it is lying that over here, and many things are there. So uh, when we are talking about all this protocol and we are talking about all these steps and etc., you should know that when we are in a field of medicine, which is directly related to human subjects and etc. So when we are working in that particular area, the rules are pretty much stringent, and they do not bend any rule for any kind of a mistake. Okay, any kind of a error. And especially I have seen that अगर यूएस का ट्रायल रहेगा, ठीक है, if there is a trial for a tablet which has to be marketed in US market, then their auditors come with a surprise visit. They won't even let you know that they are coming. And if at all they let you know that they are coming, then they will ask question to each and every person who is working in the facility. For example, how did you weigh paracetamol tablet? या फिर how did you weigh that particular ingredient? And what they are looking for, that I am giving the same answer, Musrat is giving the same answer. It has to be same, word to word same. So they have means they follow such a stringent rule. They do not bend any rules. In India, maybe we are manipulation kings or something like that. But in US, Europe, Australia, they do not bend any rule for anything. And if at all both of us are not able to give any of the answers to the question in the same manner that what they are expecting us to, then they will put a review. Okay, and they will give the finding. So in the next thing then you, so जब भी यूएस का या फिर यूरोप का ऑडिट रहता है तभी a company हिल जाती है. The company has to take care of lot many things in a lot way different manner, so they cannot even. And nowadays, so we know HPLC instrument, any instrument, they have inbuilt this thing. किसने का चालू किया, किसने चालू नहीं किया, वो सब वो रिकॉर्ड करते हैं. अगर तुम वहां पे भी, एक बार क्या हुआ था, लेट मी टेल यू दिस particular thing, since we are talking about the audits, and it is very crucial in clinical trials as well. So we were working, I'm not, I was working, one of my friend, he was working. He told his friend कि तुम मेरा लॉगिन करके एचपीएलसी इंस्ट्रूमेंट चालू कर दे and let the system run. ठीक है, but जब भी audit हुआ, that time they looked into that data, like this guy has started the system at this particular time, let's check his entry time. Okay, and he had entered so he started the system at 10 a.m, but on that day he entered the facility at 12 p.m. So that is how they caught caught him. So there are many things that auditor will do. They are very smart, and then they will give you finding for anything that they see is wrong. Okay, so yeah, that was one example I was just trying to give you about auditing and all. So moving on, then supplying and handling of investigational product is also main responsibility of the sponsorer. And then record access. The sponsorer should ensure that it is specified in the protocol or other written agreement that the investigator provide direct access to the source data documents for trial related monitoring, audits, IRB, review, and regulatory inspection. So they have to make sure that the investigator is giving them the access. The sponsor is having the access to all these records. The sponsor should verify that each subject has consented in writing to access to his or her original medical record for trial related monitoring, audit, IRB-IC review, and regulatory inspection. So, if all this documentation also has to miss whatever documentation are very important in terms of regulatory reviews. They all have to have access to sponsor as well, but that has to be written into your protocol या फिर your agreement. ठीक है? Then safety information, the sponsor is responsible for ongoing safety evaluation of investigational products. The sponsor should promptly notify all the concerned investigator or institution and the regulatory authorities of findings that could affect adversely the safety of the subject, impact the conduct of the trial, or alter the IRB and IC's approval or favorable opinion to continue the trial. So if there are anything, any adverse events, or anything that is hampering all this part of a clinical trial, for example, safety, impacting the conduct of the clinical trial, या फिर जो अप्रूवल आईसीआईसी ने आईआरबी ने दिया है उससे कुछ डिटर हो रहा है, then all that promptly has to be notified to the investigator or institution or a regulatory authority. When I'm saying regulatory authority, is nothing but IRB and IC. He has to promptly, principal investigator definitely has to tell to the sponsorer, and then sponsorer will tell to IRB or IEC. So it could be both the ways. Either principal investigator can also tell, या फिर IRB and IEC to IRB and IEC, या फिर sponsorer can also tell. So this was the detailed information. So there are many little bit of a topic is remaining further. So we will do it in the next session, and we will also see a template of protocol design in the next session. Okay. So because I'm thinking that I can assign you guys to prepare one protocol design for any kind of a study you select. So are there any doubts in about this particular session? If you have any, Dhanashri, let me know. Shraddha, I haven't talked to you in a long time. Nena is saying no, ma'am. Samruddhi, you have to let me know. Dhanashri, no, ma'am. Everything is clear. Then you guys are good to go for an examination. Surprise test. Okay, let's see what we can do about it. And we will again meet at 1:30 p.m. So the link is going to be the same, and the meeting ID and the password is going to be the same. And we will have one session again. We'll complete this session. Then we from tomorrow we'll resume the genomics topic again. Okay. In meantime, please study whatever I have updated on the Google Classroom, and make sure that you know everything. And if there are any doubts, please let me know. So I'm signing off for now, and we'll see you in the afternoon.